Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here. My brother over here beside me, and Michael in the back. He was passed out. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because of that, you guys, this just doesn't work. You know, guys. I've been suffering through this flu bug. My brother's kind of getting over it as well. And I got to tell you, man, this thing is no joke and it's nothing to play with. I got a call this morning, that one of those calls that you don't ever want to get. My mom called me from the hospital with my dad. The flu bug got so bad and things that, here's the thing with the flu. When you get this thing, if you have other problems, it acerbates it. I hope I said that right, but I'm a name and woodwork butcher, so it is what it is. But his blood pressure went through the roof, and he had a hard time breathing and everything. He's going to be in the hospital for a bit of time and stuff, and hopefully he's okay. Unfortunately, I got to go down and take care of some stuff, so I've got about 350 miles of driving today to do. Going down here and taking care of fixing this air conditioning unit and some other things. But I'll get that out of the way. But tonight, don't forget to tune in. We're going to have Bosch on here, and we're going to continue our conversation about Jason Garrett. I know Jason Garrett isn't going anywhere now, but I'm looking at this a little bit differently, that this season has to be it. It's win or bust. And I think Jerry Jones is kind of looking at that the same way. Now, what's interesting is, I believe that the Cowboys are headed for quite a bit of change. And one of those changes, I believe, is Dez Bryant. You look at Dez Bryant's contract, he's $16.5 million cap hit. He's already said, I'm not taking a pay cut. Problem with that is it's $16.5 million. It's literally almost 10% of our cap. And there's not one guy that's not a quarterback that you can say is worth 10% of your cap. Tyron Smith, he's another 17.5, but Tyron Smith, even when he's been injured, has still been performing. And part of the reason why his contract hit is so bad is we've been using his contract as a piggy bank and restructuring it over and over and kicking the money down the road. But you can't have those two guys right there literally taking $35 million of your capital. It just does not work. So I believe that the Cowboys will make him a June 1st cut. Now, I tweeted back at Mike Fisher this morning and stuff, and he seems to be on the other side of the fence that the Cowboys won't do anything with Dez Bryant. He'll be back, and that may be the case. But I'm putting that possibility out there, and I keep looking at it like this. If DeMarcus Ware, who has been the cornerstone of the defense, who was going to be a $16 million cap hit, deja vu, they kind of said, you know what, take a pay cut or you can walk. He said, I'm not taking a pay cut, and he walked. Now, fortunate for him, he won a Super Bowl in Denver. But they made that kind of decision because in the end, it's about who can I bring in there. It's not about having 5 great players and then you've got nothing else. It's about having 53 guys that can all play together. That's the New England way. And if they took DeMarco Murray, who after having the best season as a running back of any Dallas Cowboy player, and lowballed him and let him walk, why is it that people seem to believe that Dez Bryant is untouchable? Don't get me wrong. I have always been a Dez Bryant fan and throwing up the X and everything else for him. I've gone through and I pointed out when everybody was on this wild goose chase about Dez Bryant being a video out there of him that's 10 times worse than Ray Rice, Mike Farello, who started that whole firestorm that was BS. I was the one that was pointing out that, hold on, pump the brakes on this thing. This is a rumor innuendo that people were putting out there, and people were ready to believe the worst. When everybody was talking about the police going to Dez Bryant's house 6 times, I pointed out that some of those things were just normal things that happen in an everyday thing that I guarantee have happened at your house. The police have been called. child gets locked in the car. Okay. Somebody needs to come by and make sure it's okay. You know? One of the times, Dez Bryant called because somebody else was making too much noise. So, I've been a Dez Bryant fan, so don't say I'm hating on Dez. But you've got to stop managing a team with your heart. You have to manage it with your head and look at the numbers, or else you're not going to win. And if winning is your objective, you have to analyze every dollar that goes out that is spent on players. You're making the June 1st cut, you save $12 million. You get a long-term deal for Zach Martin, a long-term deal for Tank Lawrence. Your cap hit's probably $6 million a year. Tyron Smith's $96 million contract the first year was only a $5.1 million hit. And that's what you do as a general manager. How can I go ahead and make the smallest cap hit possible and be able to bring in more talent? Because clearly we need a swing tackle. Clearly we need another tight end. Clearly we need another linebacker. Clearly we need another safety. And you can't do that if you're paying two guys over $30 million a year. At least that's the way I look at it. So, thanks, Mike Fisher, for tweeting back at me on that. And it looks like you and I are on two different sides of the fence in this situation. But, guys, make sure that every day you make the most of that day, because tomorrow is not promised. I'm Mark Holmes, along with my family here. I got some work to do, and I'll see you guys tonight. And Vosh, I'm coming for you, dude. You better make sure you have your stuff together when you step into the man cave. I'll see you guys soon.